रिटायर्ड लाइफ फाउंडेशन की तरफ से आप सबका स्वागत है हमारी आज की अब की सुनो प्रोग्राम में। जैसे आपको मालूम है, आपके सुनो प्रोग्राम करीबन 1.5-2 साल पहले हम लोगों ने शुरू किया था, जिससे कि हमारे साथी लोग, हमारे मित्रों लोग सब कुछ अपने ओपिनियन, अपने व्यूज सुना सके। People don't get an opportunity to speak out their views at a public, so we thought we'll provide a platform for that particular purpose, and that was the reason we started this particular program. It has been going pretty well. So for anchoring this particular program today, we have with us our senior colleague Krishnamani Madam. I request Krishnamani Madam to please come forward and take over. Madam, floor is open to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Sengupta sir. And welcome to the finale program of 2022. We will add more into our kitty, a lot of memories of today, including, so that we are full of goodie bags with us. This is the last, as I said. So it's a very unique relation between December and January. Like old memories and new hopes and promises bringing it. And to start with our सबकी सुनो, हम जरूर सुनने के लिए उत्सुक है। हमारे जो he is a very eminent person. Last time when he was talking, he said where all he has been teaching, where all he has been working, and I was wondering how much he is doing. So it's really creditable, Agarwal ji. We are very, very eager to hear you from the ocean of your knowledge. Please.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, Agarwal ji, please go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, thank you, Veena, very much for your kind appreciation. And thanks to MRL and Dr. Sengupta for giving me this platform. Today, I'm going to speak on Indian marriages, lifelong relationship, Janm Janmantar Ka Saath. It's a very common topic. Everybody almost has gone through that. Among the various rituals that have evolved over the time from our ancient times, wedding is the most extensive personal ritual an adult Hindu undertakes in his or her life. The ritual and process of a Hindu wedding vary depending on region of India, local adaptations, resources of the family, and preferences of the bride and the groom. Nevertheless, there are a few key rituals common in Hindu weddings: Kanyadan, Panigrahan, and Saptapadi. These are respectively giving away of daughter by the father, voluntarily holding hand near the fire to signify impending union, and taking 7 steps before the fire, with each step including a set of mutual vows. Saptapadi is the most important rite of a Hindu marriage ceremony. The word Saptapadi means 7 steps or 7 vows. After tying the Mangal Sutra, the newlywed couple takes 7 steps, that is called Saptapadi. After the 7th step, the couple legally becomes husband and wife. Even though the vows were curated ages ago, they have an essence of modern values where couples stand equally and promises each other lifelong companionship. Each pledge resolves the necessary elements required to make the marriage successful and the bond between the partners stronger. According to Hindu mythology, it is believed that fire is capable of tying the couple in an eternal bond of marriage. Saat Fere are 7 vows taken collectively by the bride and the groom as they do the parikrama around Agni Dev by taking him as a witness to their marriage. This is called Agni Sakshi. In an Arya Samaji wedding, the groom leads his bride while doing the first 4 parikramas, while the later leads her man during the remaining 3 feres. The last step binds the bride and the groom forever and makes them companion for a lifetime. They promise to strive for maturity and wisdom so that they can lead a life of mutual understanding, trust, and peace. They pray that their love and friendship remain strong and they remain inseparable for life. The seating arrangement during the 7 vows had also been carefully decided. According to Vedas, the bride is initially seated on the right-hand side of the groom. After the completion of the vows, she is asked to sit on the left side of the groom, indicating it now closer to his heart. Gujaratis and Sindhis take 4 feras around the fire, while most other cultures take 7 feras. Jain and Buddhist weddings in India share many themes but are centered around their respective religious ideas and texts. Indian Sikh marriages get married through a ceremony called Anand Karaj. The couple walk around the holy book, the Guru Granth Sahib, 4 times. Indian Muslims celebrate a traditional Islamic wedding with rituals include nikah, payment of financial dowry called meher, by the groom to the bride, signing of marriage contract, and a reception. Indian Christian weddings follow traditional Christian marriage customs. Among Protestants in India, the betrothal rite celebrates the engagement of a couple, with prayers being offered for a couple and engagement rings being blessed by a pastor. The bride and groom take their marriage vows. Many Indian celebrities choose destination weddings, and Indians take inspiration from them. Both domestic and international destinations are popular for weddings in India. Indian marriages are based upon total dedication among the husband or wife for each other and are lifelong relationships, unlike the relationship of convenience prevailing in the West. Janm Janmantar ka saath. Thank you and best wishes for a very happy New Year 2023. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Wow, that was in nutshell the entire thing about Hindu marriages, not only Hindu, all the marriages and different customs. So I wouldn't say anything about the customs, but really Indian marriages are very colorful, grandeur, shows our customs and tradition, which does have a lot of importance, definitely. And it is also an occasion to get together for all the family who may be living apart. And not to forget that some marriages are fixed even in one marriage.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Agarwalji. Now I invite Ramani Murthy ji. Last time she told us many unknown facts about Mandala. Today, what do you have for us, Ramani ji?
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening to all. And आप सबको मेरा प्यार भरा नमस्कार. तो आज मैं बात करूंगी गर्म पानी और ठंडा पानी के स्नान के बारे में. So, hot water bath versus cold water bath. A bath, no matter which kind, is the ultimate tool for refreshment at the start or end of the long day. However, the kind of bath you are taking can have a huge impact on your mood and health. With the help of Ayurveda, you can find out which type of bath is best for you. Hot water baths. Hot water baths have long been used as a natural remedy to soothe sore muscles, improve circulation, and reduce stress. It can also help to alleviate cold and flu symptoms such as congestion, muscles, aches, and may be especially beneficial for people with Vata imbalance. Vata is one of the 3 doshas in Ayurveda and associated with the elements of air and space. People with predominance of Vata in their constitution tend to be thin, energetic, and creative, but may be also prone to anxiety, dryness, and irregularity. Hot water baths can help to ground and stabilize body functioning in individuals with Vata imbalance and can also be helpful for reducing anxiety and improving sleep. However, it is important to proceed with caution when taking hot water baths, as they can cause your skin to dry out and attract several skin issues. Benefits of cold water baths. Cold water baths, on the other hand, are believed to have invigorating effects on the body. Cold temperatures can help improve circulation, boost immune function, and reduce inflammation and swelling. In certain cases, cold water baths may also helpful for improving the appearance of the skin, as they help to tighten and tone skin. May also be beneficial for people with Pitta dosha. Pitta dosha is an other dosha in Ayurveda and is associated with the elements of fire and water. People with a predominance of pitta in their constitution tend to be passionate, ambitious, and intelligent, but may also be prone to anger, heat, and irritation. Cold water baths can help to cool and calm the body in individuals with pitta imbalance and can also be helpful for reducing stress and improving sleep. Just like hot water baths, cold water baths should be taken with caution and moderation. Cold water baths should not be taken for too long, as they can also cause the body to go in shock and lead to hypothermia under extreme conditions. It is generally recommended to start with a lukewarm bath and gradually decrease the temperature over the course of the bath, rather than jumping straight into cold water. Adding skin benefiting ingredients such as coconut oil and aloe vera to water can help moisturize skin and enhance soothing effects of the bath. Both hot water and cold water baths have their own unique benefits and can be used to address specific health concerns or simply relax and unwind. Ultimately, the choice of hot water or cold water baths depends on the individual's needs and body constitution. For example, hot water baths may be more suitable for individuals with a vata imbalance, while the cold water baths may be more suitable for individuals with a pitta imbalance. For young children and elderly people, a warm bath is recommended, whereas teenagers and other adults are likely to benefit more from the cold water bath. Cold water baths are considered better early in the morning, but hot water baths are ideal for evening time in the evenings, which are dominated by the Vata dosha. Diseases such as indigestion or liver disorders, which are caused by imbalance of Pitta dosha, can be treated with a cold water. The diseases caused by imbalance of Vata dosha or Kapha dosha, which include respiratory diseases, arthritis, allergies, joint pains, foot pain, can be treated with a hot water bath. No matter which body constitution you might possess, each type of bath has something in store for you. Never miss a day without any one of these bathing rituals to stay focused, healthy, relaxed for the entire day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramniji. A simple routine of bath can have so many perspectives. Wow. That's why India tradition is good and Ayurveda is very, very ancient and it gives a lot of benefit instead of popping up pills and without any side effect. So thank you very much for this enriching us regarding the bath.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
thank you so much. अभी आएंगे जो हरफन मौला भी कहा जा सकता है जिसको वो गाते हैं कभी कभी बोलते हैं however he speaks and हमको अच्छा अच्छा दिखाते हैं फोटोज में नवीन जी प्लीज आइए और आपको क्या कहना है वो कह कर दिए अरे हाँ नवीन जी प्लीज चेहरा दिखाइए
नमस्कार।
नमस्कार
बड़ी खुशी हुई, आपने मेरी बहुत तारीफ की है, लेकिन तारीफ करूं उनकी जिसने तुम्हें बनाया। तो चीज बड़ी है, मस्त मस्त। कुछ साल पहले ये मेरी फोटो थी, जो ये वाली फोटो थी जब मैं 1985 में पहली गाड़ी ली थी मैंने, वॉक्सवैगन बीटल मॉडल 1975 मॉडल 75 मॉडल था, 85 में खरीदी थी। ये मेरे बचपन की याददाश्त थी बहरीन में। और ये अभी की लेटेस्ट मॉडल है 1922 हाउ डू आई लुक। तो इस मॉडल से मैं ये अंदाज देना जा रहा हूँ, इट इज नॉट व्हाट यू वेयर, हाउ यू वेयर, वेयर यू आर, हाउ क्लीन इज माई हाउस, इट इज द माइंड दैट मैटर्स। तो ये कहना कि ये जो तस्वीर है, ये जो अंदर का जो हमारी बोलते हैं हमारा सोल है, बॉडी है, फलाना है, प्रोग्रामिंग है, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, इट इज ऑल डिपेंडिंग ऑन द बिलोंगिंगनेस और द अट्रैक्शन, द पावर ऑफ अट्रैक्शन। हम किससे करना चाहते हैं। जब हमने कहा कि ये मेरी बीवी है, लेकिन आजकल कहते हैं सुनते हो, तो कहती है मैं सुन नहीं रही, क्योंकि उनके कान की जब पर्दे हैं वो क्या हुआ, थोड़ा एजिंग की वजह से डिफेक्टिव हो गए, इसलिए वो ऊंचा बोलते हैं। तो कहते हैं अब इस उम्र में हमारे से प्यार से क्यों नहीं बात करते, और अगर गलती से सक्सेना साहब या कोई ऐसे मजाक में कोई बोल देते तो कहते ना 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 प्यार करते, प्यार कहीं कर बैठे। अरे कर बैठे नहीं, ये हकीकत है, प्रेजेंट मोमेंट है, जिसको हमें सारा reconnect करना है with not belongingness but belonging to me. I belong to this body belongs, and I am the soul, I am the operator, I am managing. but हम किसी को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाते। कुछ हद पे हम जितने भी 30 मार्का हो, कितने भी एक्सपर्ट हो, वो कितने भी डॉक्टर्स बताते हैं, ये एक डायलॉग किसी ने दिखाया था, गेट योर डेली डोज ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, वो डोपामाइन, ऑक्सीटोसिन, सेरोटोनिन, एंडोर्फिन वगैरह वगैरह, उसमें बताया था हाउ डेफिशिएंसी अफेक्ट्स यू एंड और हाउ टू इंक्रीज योर हैप्पीनेस लेवल। मेरा एक ही फॉर्मूला है, मैं ये कहता हूँ ओनली यू कैन मेक योरसेल्फ हैप्पी, ओनली यू कैन मेक योरसेल्फ हैप्पी। तो अगर अब मैं कहूँ कि बिकॉज वी हैव बीन सो ट्यून्ड, सो मच प्रोग्राम, ओवरलोडेड विद द नॉलेज, विद द इंफॉर्मेशन, विद द कंप्यूटर्स, विद द मोबाइल, तो हमारा दिमाग का अंदर का जो हमारा जो डिफॉल्ट सिस्टम था वो भूल के हम दूसरे की गूगल की डिफॉल्ट में कर रहे हो, या फलाना वो कह रहा है मीडिया का कर रहे हो। इस वजह के साथ हमारे सुनने की कैपेसिटी इतनी इन्वॉल्व होती है कि 4 से 5 घंटे हम ये मीडिया में बिजी रहते हैं। मेरा ये कहना नहीं है कि आप राइट है रॉन्ग है, आप सब राइट हैं, लेकिन इस टाइम में आपके पास हर एक के पास 24 घंटे हैं। टाइम मैनेजमेंट हमने बचपन में सीखी थी, हाउ टू अचीव योर गोल्स, लेटर ऑन व्हाट आर योर गोल्स एंड व्हाट आर यू विश टू डू, और आगे वही बच्चे हो गए, ये हो गए, सब होने के बावजूद एंड ऑफ द डे हाउ डू आई फील, गुड वाला फीलिंग होना चाहिए, हैप्पी वाला फीलिंग होना चाहिए, ये दिखावा नहीं है। बट एक बात आज के एडवर्टाइजमेंट में देख रहा था, एक जवान किसी की वो चेहरे पे दिखा रहे हैं, वो लड़की बोलती देयर आर पिंपल्स ऑन माय फेस। मैं कहता हूँ बुढ़े बुढ़े लोगों के जवान, अब उनकी अभी तक वो बात, पुरानी यादें, बातें भूली नहीं है। लेट गो लेट गो लेट गो। अरे कुछ नहीं पड़ा है, आप सिर्फ अपने रीजनेबल लेवल पे मैनेज करें, आप अपने आप को बैलेंस कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, आप अपना इक्विलिब्रियम ना, संतुलन, जो मुझे कहते हैं गुस्सा आता ही आता है, वो नॉर्मल आने दो, लेकिन उसके टाइम भूलो मत कि आप भी एक इंसान है, गलतियां मेरे से भी हो सकती हैं, औरों से भी हो सकती हैं, व्हाई नॉट बी ए बेटर यू। सो इट्स ऑल इन द माइंड, लेट गो लेट गो लेट गो। रिमेंबर आज का जो फेमस, आई मीन वर्ल्ड फेमस फीफा मैच हुआ था, तो लायनल मेसी ने कहा था he respected and cared more about his colleagues, especially his goalkeeper and his team and his opponents, who took care of the win-win situation. So what is the lesson learned? The lesson learned was recognize the hidden pillars of your team. That's what I find in MRL. And thanks to Dr. Sam Gupta ji and Samta ma'am and each one of you. With what we do is care and share and gratitude and joy. That is from my side. But how I can contribute? How can I help you in any way except financial, your decisions, your property, that I can't do. But please smile on your face. With that, I say Happy New Year to each and everyone. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. And I hope you like my this little laughter. कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता था, अच्छा तो अब हम चलते हैं, इस साल को 22 को टाटा करते हैं और 23 को वो देंगे। मिलके हम सब हर प्रोग्राम हम कर सकते हैं। हर गाना नहीं आता, गाना सीखो। शूटिंग नहीं आता, मतलब वो शूटिंग नहीं, वो जो बेचकी वाला शूटिंग होता था ना, पहले पत्थर लेके टिचिंग मारते थे। आजकल हम इतने अपने आप को मेंटली बनाए जी, ओल्ड हो गए हैं, हमारे से पेंसिल नहीं पकड़ी जाती। अरे कुछ भी हो, अपना जोश, होश और उससे ज्यादा अपने आप को मॉडरेटली अपने लेवल को देखकर अपने आप का जो है स्टेप बाय स्टेप दो, किसी की केयर लो, किसी की हेल्प ले लो, डजंट मैटर, स्पीक आउट व्हाट यू हैव इन योर हार्ट एंड माइंड, बट डोंट कंफ्यूज हार्ट एंड द माइंड। जब लड़ाई होती है तब ईगो का प्रॉब्लम आता है, ईगो आती है तो कहते हैं मेरे से नहीं होगा। तो इसलिए मैं ये अंत में कहता हूँ धन्यवाद डॉक्टर सेन गुप्ता, MRL, each one of you to give me this opportunity to share this knowledge or my little whatever I have spoken. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
थैंक यू नवीन जी, आपने तो बहुत सारे लाइफ लेसन्स बोल दिए। उसमें से आई कैन ओनली से कि नेवर गिव योर हैप्पीनेस इन द हैंड्स ऑफ अदर्स, डोंट एक्सपेक्ट अप्रिसिएशन, एंड यू मेक योरसेल्फ हैप्पी, दैट इज योर चॉइस, दैट्स व्हाट इवन आई बिलीव, एंड लिव फॉर द प्रेजेंट व्हिच यू सेड इज वेरी गुड। नए साल तो आते हैं, एक तो अंत है, एक शुरुआत है, जैसे रात होता है वैसे सुबह होता है, इट इज अ लाइफ साइकिल, इट विल गो ऑन। Thank you very much for your pearls of wisdom.
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद.
अभी आएंगे हमारे अनदर एक्सपर्ट इन मेनी टॉपिक्स, आनंद जी.
Thank you very much. Are you able to listen?
Yes, yes, आनंद जी सुनाई दे.
Thank you very much, Veena ji and Dr. Sen Gupta sir for giving me the opportunity once again to speak on this platform. Today I will speak on some पौराणिक कथाएं पे मैं कुछ बात करूंगा. There are 7 immortal souls, they say Chiranjeevi, which exist in Kalyug today also, and they will remain here till the end of Kalyug. हनुमान जी, बलि भगवान जिनका ये ओणम में मनाया जाता है, परशुराम जी, वेद व्यास जी, विभीषण जी, कृपाचार्य, and Ashwatthama. I'll speak about Ashwatthama. When this Mahabharata was over and Duryodhan की जगह टूटी पड़ी थी, he was almost at deathbed. तो उसकी ज्योतिष में, एस्ट्रोलॉजी में लिखा गया था, he will die in between Harsh and Vishad. Harsh means happiness and sad. Ashwatthama was very close to him and he asked Duryodhana that all the Kauravas have died. 5 Pandavas, they are still alive. And tell me your last wish. Then Duryodhana said, because मेरा 100 के 100 भाई मृत्यु लोक को चले गए, पांडव 5 थे और 5 के 5 बचे हुए हैं, तो मेरी इच्छा है तुम जाके उनका सर काट के ले आओ, then I will be happy. Ashwatthama went to his tent where these 5 Pandavas were sleeping and Krishna ji knows it. कृष्ण जी ने उन 5 को एक अलग दूसरे कैंप में भेज दिया और इस टेंट में 5 पुत्र द्रौपदी के जो ऐसे ही लगते थे वो सोते रहते, because कृष्ण जी knew it that he will not do anything with the children of Pandavas. Ashwatthama went there and he cut all the heads of all the 5 sons of Draupadi and brought it to Duryodhana, and he said, this is the head of 5 Pandavas, I have brought it. Duryodhana was very happy. Then he said, okay, give me this head. Then he started pressing the head of the dead body. When Bhim's head came and he just pressed it, it got crushed. Then he got surprised. Then he said to Ashwatthama, तुमने एक बहुत बड़ा पाप किया है, तुम द्रौपदी के 5 पुत्रों के सर ले आए हो और तुमने तो हमारा वंश पूरा ही खत्म कर दिया, पौरवास के कोई नहीं बचा था, पांडवा के जो अलग ये बचे थे, इससे हमारा वंश आगे बढ़ता. And he became so sad that he died. Draupadi, when she got up and she saw it, she wept like anything, being a mother. Then Krishna ji came, Arjun came. Then she said, you bring the person who has killed my 5 sons. They knew it. There is Ashwatthama only. They went and searched Ashwatthama and just उसको बांध के वहां पर ले आए द्रौपदी के पास और बोले ये रहा तुम्हारे बच्चों का हत्यारा. द्रौपदी ने उसको देखा और उसके बाद बोली नहीं, मुझे इनसे अब कुछ नहीं कहना है, क्योंकि जैसे मैं दुखी हो रही हूँ, अश्वत्थामा की माँ कृपी, द्रोणाचार्य के बेटा था वो भी दुखी होगी, तो इसको तुम कुछ ऐसी सजा दो जो मरने ना पाए. अश्वत्थामा के फोरहेड पे एक मणि हुआ करती थी जिसकी चमक तेज थी और उस मणि के रहने से क्या कभी उसको थकान नहीं होती थी, भूख नहीं लगती, प्यास नहीं लगती थी. Then Arjun got annoyed and he took out that muddy from his forehead and the blood started oozing out from his forehead. He gave it to Draupadi. Draupadi ने एक शपथ दी थी कि जब तक उस हत्यारे का मेरे पास नहीं आएगा सर, तब तक मैं I will not take bath. वो मणि को लेके she took bath and everything. और वो बताते हैं अश्वत्थामा आज भी the many persons claim they have seen him. Ashwatthama is still alive along with some other immortal souls. और आज भी वो जगह जगह घूम रहा है. And some person claim in Kanpur, they have seen it, that he comes to Shiva Mandir in Kanpur, they have seen is 10 feet long, 10 feet of height. He comes to the Shiva Mandir for Jal Abhishek every morning at about 4:30, and the blood is oozing out from his forehead. So these are the story of Ashwatthama, apart from other 6 immortal souls. So that will take a lot of time to tell about all these things. So Ashwatthama की एक story में ना. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anandji. See, like I said, we always get to learn something new. Of course, Ashwatthama was also an elephant, if I am not mistaken, in Mahabharata, because the Pandavas killed Ashwatthama, and Dronacharya thought it was his son. That is how his end came.
You are very right. Krishna Jelani, but you are
So
very true.
it's really interesting. We have got lots of good, interesting stories also. And we all know Ashwatthama is immortal. He was given the curse by Lord Krishna. Very nice.
करने के लिए द्रोणाचार्य को डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए उन्होंने उस हाथी का नाम अश्वत्थामा मारा गया. Then he was disturbed and all. Then they killed Dronacharya also.
Dronacharya, yeah, that's it.
Ashwatthama Narova Kunjara Hata.
Everything.
Nariya Hati, वो मर गया. He never told a lie.
Yeah. It was not lie also, but at the same time, Dronacharya understood differently.
It was the name of Hati.
So let's have another very interesting topic. अपनी मन की बात बताने आएंगे मोदी जी. हमारे अपने मोदी जी.
Thank you, Veena ji. I thank this MRL for giving me such a platform to express our feeling. So my today's subject is domestic violence in India against women. So good evening, everyone. Domestic violence is prevalent not only in India, but worldwide. It is a serious issue that affects millions of people of all ages, genders, and backgrounds around the world. It is a form of abuse that occurs within the home and can have devastating effects on the victims and their family. Am I audible?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Domestic violence can have long-term effects on victims, including physical and emotional trauma, depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. It can also lead to substance abuse, homelessness, and even suicide. Domestic violence in India includes any form of violence suffered by a person from a biological relative, but typically is the violence suffered by a woman by male members of her family or relatives. Although men also suffer domestic violence,
Yes.
but the law under IPC 498A specifically protects only women. Domestic violence is in many forms. It may be physical abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse, etc. According to the National Crime Records Bureau, NCRB of India, in the first 6 months of 2020, more than 91,000 cases of domestic violence were reported. Additionally, more than 6,600 cases of dowry-related deaths were reported. The Domestic Violence in India Act was enacted in 2005 and came into force from 26 October 2006. It is a law that provides protection to women from domestic abuse. There are so many Indian penal codes which provide a number of provisions to tackle domestic violence. Section 498A of IPC deals with cruelty by a husband or his relatives to a wife,
which is a cognizable, non-bailable, and non-compoundable offense. Section 323 of IPC deals with punishment for voluntarily causing hurt. Section 324 of IPC deals with voluntarily causing hurt by dangerous weapons or means. Section 325 of IPC deals with punishment for voluntarily causing grievous hurt. Section 326 of IPC deals with punishment for voluntarily causing grievous hurt by dangerous weapon or means. Section 307 of IPC deals with punishment for attempt to murder. Section 354 of IPC is for assault or criminal force to woman with intent to outrage her modesty. Section 354A of IPC deals with punishment for sexual harassment. Section 354B of IPC is assault or use of criminal force to any woman or abetting such act with intention of disrobing or compelling her to be naked. Section 354C of IPC deals with voyeurism. Section 354D of IPC deals with stalking. Section 376 of IPC deals with punishment for rape. Section 3506 of IPC deals with punishment for criminal intimidation. See, so many IPC acts are there, but still it is on the rise. Though it is very strict when this domestic violence goes to the court, we get the punishment. Now, how a woman can approach for relief on this? She can directly approach to magistrate for appropriate relief. She may also approach, if she cannot go directly to magistrate, through other agencies such as protection officer, police officer, or service provider. This service provider is NGOs in the area of implementation of the Act and awareness. This NGO in the area of implementation of the Act and awareness is another important strategy adopted by Government of India. See, the government is taking so many steps, so many things, but this issue is still not addressed because we are not contributing in this. So there is still much more and needs to be done to ensure that victims of domestic violence are given the support and protection they need. It is essential that society as a whole works together to reduce the prevalence of domestic violence in India. And what we can do, if any violence is occurring in my neighbor, we can report to the authorities so that it is prevented. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Modi ji. For a minute, I thought, okay, I'm sitting in a court about so many sections, and also I have a master's in law. I don't remember even the 40 sections you quoted. And the topic is really touchy, and we think the so-called urban people, it doesn't happen. It does happen, and the ladies tolerate it or suffer it silently for maybe for various reasons. Family reasons, children's reasons, or just like that, naam kharab ho jayega, you should do this and all, which is wrong. But at the same time, I would say some very, very little percentage maybe, they take advantage of this law because when a woman files a case, she's taken as now. So to harass the in-laws or whatever also. And as you said rightly, sometimes there is violence against men also sometimes, very rarely maybe, percentage may be minimum, but it does happen, we cannot rule out. Thank you so much for the legal clauses you mentioned.
Thank you, Vinod.
We have to work together to bring a proper society. And the next person who comes is, as Samta said, anybody can sing, anybody can act. This person has acted in skits. He has sung also very well with a good Carnatic touch in it. And he has spoken on very, very different topics like transgenders and other unique topics. Ramani sir, today what you have got for us? We can't hear you. You
There's
want
some
to check?
problem with this audio.
Yeah, so you no. In the meanwhile, can I go to the next person, Ramnisa, please? Okay? Sure, I'll come back to you. अभी हमारे सबके आशीर्वाद लेते हुए हमारे भरत भूषण जी पधारिए।
नमस्कार मैडम।
हाँ नमस्कार।
आवाज आ रही है क्या?
बढ़िया आ रही है, बोलते जाइए।
आशा और उत्साह उमंग का लेकर मन में स्पंदन, स्वागत करते नए वर्ष का और आपका अभिनंदन। MRL के मेरे सभी प्यारे साथियों, नया वर्ष की आप सभी को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं, बधाई और अभिनंदन। इसके साथ ही आज के शानदार कार्यक्रम और बीना जी के संचालन को प्रणाम करते हुए मैं आदरणीय डॉक्टर सेन गुप्ता जी का आभार प्रकट करता हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे एक अवसर प्रदान किया कि मैं आपके सामने अपने मन की बात कह सकूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत प्रणाम आदरणीय डॉक्टर सेन गुप्ता जी। साथियों, आप लोगों ने तुलसीदास जी की एक पंक्ति जरूर सुनी होगी, बड़े भाग मानुष तन पावा। ये पंक्ति बहुत प्रसिद्ध है और सभी ने शायद सुनी होगी। इसी पंक्ति में एक बात मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि ये मनुष्य का शरीर हमको बड़े भाग्य से मिला है। कुछ लोग तो ये कहते हैं कि 84 लाख योनियों में एक ये योनि है और ईश्वर की एक अद्भुत और सबसे अच्छी रचना इसको माना गया है। इस विषय में मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि हमारे जो पूर्वज थे, ऋषि मुनि थे, उन लोगों ने हमारी औसत आयु 100 वर्ष की मान करके आश्रम व्यवस्था हमको दी थी ताकि हमारा जीवन सुखपूर्वक सुचारू रूप से और अच्छी तरह से चल सके। ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम, गृहस्थ आश्रम, वानप्रस्थ आश्रम और संन्यास आश्रम, इन सभी आश्रमों में सबसे ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण गृहस्थ आश्रम को माना गया है, क्योंकि ना कहीं देखा जाए तो ये गृहस्थ आश्रम से तीनों आश्रम जो है संबंधित हैं और प्रभावित होते हैं। और विवाह, ये गृहस्थ आश्रम से प्रवेश से पूर्व एक और चीज जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है वो है विवाह। विवाह एक गृहस्थ आश्रम में प्रवेश का मुख्य द्वार है। इसीलिए सबसे ज्यादा हमारे जो 16 संस्कार हैं उसमें गृहस्थ आश्रम विवाह संस्कार या पाणी ग्रहण संस्कार सबसे ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण माना गया है। अब इसी विवाह संस्कार में मैं कुछ अपनी एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ। हालांकि आदरणीय NK अग्रवाल साहब ने अलग अलग संप्रदायों में, जातियों में विवाह के अलग अलग तरीके और पद्धति के बारे में विस्तार से बताया, बहुत अच्छी जानकारी दी। लेकिन मैं इस चक्कर में ना पड़ के, इस विवाद में ना पड़ के, मैं एक विवाह के बारे में बहुत साधारण बात आज आपसे शेयर करना चाहता हूँ, और वो ये है कि ये विवाह होता क्या है, विवाह किसको कहते हैं। विवाह मेरे हिसाब से ये दो शरीरों का मिलन ही नहीं है, अपितु दो आत्माओं का, दो परिवारों का, दो संस्कारों का और दो सभ्यताओं का एक अद्भुत मिलन होता है। हमारी भारतीय संस्कृति पाश्चात्य संस्कृति से थोड़ा विभिन्न है, जहाँ शादी को सिर्फ दो लोगों का मिलन माना गया है। हमारे यहाँ जो ये जीवन भर का जन्म जन्म का साथ माना गया है और सारे संस्कारों में सबसे अधिक पवित्र संस्कार इसको माना गया है। अब ये विवाह कैसे करते हैं, आखिर विवाह क्या होता है, क्यों हम करते हैं, कैसे करते हैं, इस पर मैं थोड़ा आपसे कहना चाहूँगा कि क्या दोस्तों और रिश्तेदारों के बीच एक गैदरिंग इकट्ठी करके नाचते हुए पैसों को लुटाना ही विवाह कहलाता है? क्या दारू की बोतल 20-25 पेटियों को खाली कर देना ही ये विवाह कहलाता है? 150 से लेकर 200 स्टॉल तक हम आजकल शादियों में लगा के अपनी शान शौकत का प्रदर्शन करते हैं। और यकीन मानिए इतने स्टॉल होते हैं कि इनको हर एक का स्वाद करना तो नामुमकिन है, उनको गिनना भी मुश्किल हो जाता है। आखिर ये प्रदर्शनबाजी किस लिए? क्या ये सब विवाह संस्कार के रूप में? ऐसे ऐसे बड़े बड़े होटल और रिजॉर्ट में हम अपनी शान का प्रदर्शन करते हैं, और इसको करने के लिए कई बार तो हम बहुत ज्यादा लोन तक ले लेते हैं, जिसको चुकाने में जिंदगी कम पड़ जाती है। तो ये शान शौकत का प्रदर्शन है विवाह, या हमारे एक पवित्र बंधन है, या पवित्र संस्कार है विवाह। मेरे हिसाब से, हमारी संस्कृति के हिसाब से विवाह उसे कहते हैं जो मंडप के नीचे और यज्ञ वेदी के ऊपर देवताओं को बुलाकर या साक्षी मानकर विधि विधान से किया जाता है। बहुत से लोग कहते हैं कि पिछले 6-7 महीनों से या 1 साल से हम शादी की तैयारी कर रहे थे, लेकिन जब विवाह का अवसर आता है तो अक्सर ये देखा गया है कि विवाह संस्कार की जो आवश्यक सामग्री है वो अक्सर कह देते हैं ये तो हम भूल गए, ये तो रह ही गई। तो अभी 6-7 महीने में क्या तैयारी कर रहे थे? और पंडित जी को फिर कहा जाता है, पंडित जी इसके बिना ही काम चला लो, शॉर्टकट से काम चला लो, जल्दी निपटा लो, हमें पार्टी करनी है, ये वगैरह वगैरह इस तरह से। और पंडित जी क्या है, वो अपना संस्कार कराने एक प्रोफेशनल की भांति आते हैं, तो वो भी जल्दी से जल्दी सब निपटा करके चले जाते हैं। तो विवाह की जो एक्चुअली मंशा थी पीछे, वो हमारी पीछे छूट जाती है। अब अगर हम इसको एक और रूप में देखें कि विवाह को मैं 2 हिस्सों में बांटना चाहता हूँ, 2 भाग में। एक भाग है इसका सामाजिक रूप, और दूसरा भाग है इसका धार्मिक रूप। सामाजिक रूप में देखिए, जब बारात हमारे यहाँ आती है या कहीं भी हम मिलते हैं तो हम एक दूसरे का स्वागत करते हैं, मालाएं पहनाते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं, खाना पीना करते हैं, ये गैदरिंग करते हैं आपस में, और वधू को आशीर्वाद देते हैं। ये सारे इसका सामाजिक रूप है। लेकिन जो वास्तव में जो सबसे पवित्र और इम्पोर्टेंट रूप है वो है पानी ग्रहण संस्कार, जो कि ईश्वर को साक्षी मान करके हम एक दूसरे का हाथ लेकर के आगे की जिंदगी की नींव रखते हैं और एक स्वस्थ राष्ट्र के निर्माण की कामना करते हैं। तो मेरा कहना तो ये है कि हमें आजकल के परिवेश में ये देखा जा रहा है कि ये हमारे सामाजिक कार्य हैं, ये तो दिन पर दिन बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, हमारा ध्यान उस पर जा रहा है, लेकिन पानी ग्रहण संस्कार या जो धार्मिक रूप है वो धीरे धीरे सिकुड़ता जा रहा है। ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है, जो कि हमें जो है भूलना नहीं चाहिए कि विवाह संस्कार एक धार्मिक आयोजन है, हालांकि सामाजिक भी है, लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण धार्मिक है। इसलिए यदि हो सके तो विवाह को एक ऐसे पवित्र स्थान पर पवित्र वातावरण में कराएं और बड़े बुजुर्गों का और सबका आशीर्वाद लें। ये आपकी पार्टियां, ये सब आपकी दारूबाजी, ये सब आपकी शान और शौकत, आपके बड़े बड़े स्टेज, ये सारे के सारे तो आप अलग भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन जिस समय संस्कार हो वहाँ वातावरण बहुत पवित्र होना चाहिए, और ऐसे अच्छे माहौल में हम वर वधू को आशीर्वाद देकर आगे बढ़ने के लिए प्रेरित कर सकें, ऐसी मेरी कामना है। आप सभी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और अंत में ये कहना चाहूँगा, सिसकियाँ लेवेगी भर भर, पीड़ा से तड़पाएगी, सिसकियाँ लेवेगी भर भर, पीड़ा से तड़पाएगी, छोड़ दिए यदि संस्कार हमने तो मानवता मिट जाएगी, मानवता मिट जाएगी, मानवता मिट जाएगी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
बहुत बढ़िया भरत भूषण जी, सही कहा आपने। जो सामाजिक और बाकी धार्मिक जो होते हैं वो छूट गया आजकल के साथ। वो तो घर के सभी फैमिली मेंबर्स मिलके सदिया की काम बांटते थे, करते थे, इट वाज रियल फन एंड गेटिंग टुगेदर। लेकिन आजकल तो इवेंट मैनेजर कंपनी को देते थे, वो सब कर लेते हैं। जैसे अग्रवाल जी ने बताया डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग तो दूसरे ही कोई कर देता है सब कुछ, तो वो बात नहीं रही जो पहले होती थी। थैंक यू फॉर योर इनपुट्स। रमणी जी, इज योर ऑडियो ओके नाउ?
धन्यवाद मैडम।
हाँ, Ramniji, some problem. Please, you log out and log in again. I can't hear you. No. I'm very sorry. You try again. By the time I will call PC and Rao. Do it from Lakshmi's phone. Okay.
Yeah, good evening to everybody. Namaste to all members as well as Dr. Sen Gupta ji. I am actually in Bangalore, so away from far away from Bangalore, Bombay. But I have been going through all the programs. I really hats off to Dr. Sen Gupta and his all teammates. I mean, fantastic. I mean, so many jobs. Anyway, I'm missing it, but I'm enjoying going through it. And yeah, so only I'll be in a position to participate in online programs. Okay. See, today I'll be sharing some of my experiences, nothing to advise or giving some information, but I'll be sharing some of my experiences. Okay, yeah, and I fully appreciate Navini ji what he told, and I mean I'll be talking something on that. It is rightly said, Jindagi kitni khoobsurat hai. I mean, Jindagi is very beautiful. Only we have to make it. We can make it beautiful with our simple way of living, being truthful, being good, being associated with good people. So I have encountered some 2-3 incidences which I am going to share. Okay, see, in 1972, I came to Bombay. I studied in Pune and I came to Bombay.
I think network issue for him. 1 minute रुकते हैं. हाँ, बीच में नेटवर्क बंद हुआ था आपका. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead now. Yeah. Okay. So I had been to Matunga to get vegetables and coffee powder. Coffee is very famous, and I was waiting for that local train to come back to Vikhroli, and it was very much crowded.
I think there is an again problem.
There is problem. Hello. Can you hear
Now
me?
we are able to hear. Now we are
Hello?
able to hear you. Now we are able to hear you, sir.
Okay. So I'll continue. So I got into the local train, which was very much crowded. And in Sion, some TC got in and he was asking for various tickets for everybody. Then only I realized it was the first compartment, not the second, because it was fully crowded. So I didn't know what to do. Then he told there were so many people, some students were there, some bhaiyas were also there. And he made everybody to get down at Kurla. And because in Kurla there is a police station, and he made everybody to get down there. And he took everybody inside and he told you will have to pay the fine. So he asked me what happened. I told, see, I'm new to this place and I don't know anything. And he told, okay, then there were children and there were some these buyers and all. He's asking to pay the fine. They told, no, we don't have the money. But ultimately he made somebody had kept money in his pant and folded pant at the bottom. So everybody was arguing with him, and he was making them to pay, and somebody, 1 or 2 person told, put them in the lockup. And I was quiet. So he was asking me, I was answering properly. He asked me whether he can talk to anybody in your house and all. I told, no, I don't have the telephone number also. So I was very nice to him, and he understood my problem. Then ultimately he asked me how much money you have. So I told I got only 10 rupees. So okay, say because I caught you, I have to make some fine. So he charged me 6 rupees. He made me to go. So other people were arguing with him, and he saw that they paid fine or they somehow he recovered fine from other people. But he left me because I was very nice to him and nicely talked. That was one. I mean, if you are good, I mean, the people will be good to you. Second incident, I was working with Godrej. Godrej is very well known all over India, even all Bombay. They are philanthropic and they good job, social work and all. So in around 1990, I was doing my management course. So once I had been in NM college, it is Vile Parla. So once I had taken my scooter, I had parked outside the college. And when I came out, the scooter was missing. So somebody told me the police has taken it. So it was near Andheri station. So I went there. I told him this is what it is. So he asked me detail, tum kya karta hai, what you are doing, where you work and all. So I told him that I work for Godrej. Oh, Godrej, very nice. Oh, achhe log hai. They are doing so lots of work. You do one thing, you sit aside. I mean, he made me to sit on a chair. I mean, very, very cordial to me. He made to sit on the chair and he was dealing with other people. And after everybody went, he called me. And he talked so nice about Godrej, so nice about me. You are very lucky and all. Then he told, because I caught you, I had to charge something. So there are two charges. One is fine plus one is towing charges. He told, because you are from Godrej, I don't charge you that towing charges. I only charge you towing charges, no other fine. So only that my charges is reduced by 50%. And one more is incident which had happened recently. I had booked a ticket for my wife to go to Mangalore, from Bangalore to Mangalore, and I was waiting for the bus. So the bus came and it went. It didn't stop at the bus stop. Then afterwards I saw, because there are so many buses passing through that, I didn't know which bus, I mean, whether it passed, I did not pass. So after it was to come at 7:30, I phoned those people at 7:40. 7:40, that fellow started shouting at me, what is this? The bus came and went. I told, no, I was there. I was a little bit aside because I had my grandson with me. So he told, Abhi kya karega? I told, he was telling that this is your mistake. I was arguing, not my mistake. Then ultimately, I thought there is no point in arguing with him. He told that I have messaged in your WhatsApp. There are some problems in my WhatsApp, so I could not see that. Then I cooled down. I told, okay, sorry, whatever happened. And I told him, okay, now what is the alternative? At least you have to see that some arrangement is made. So then I was requesting him. He felt nice. I was not arguing. Then he told me that you will have to go to some other point and get the bus. And he made all arrangement, and my wife could go to Mangalore in the next bus. So what I feel is, okay, sometimes we get our ego and start fighting. So if you are good and if you are adjustable and things happen the way you want it, or things get, done in a comfortable way. I mean, that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Rao sir. What you said is absolutely true. There are two ways to react to any situation. React positively with good attitude, and that depends, the same thing you get it from the other person also. So thank you for this nice lesson from your life experiences. Ramni sir, you are coming on Lakshmi's mobile, I feel.
Yeah. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, please.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Louder and clearer. All the best.
Okay. Good evening, Dr. Sengupta, and thanks, Veena madam. Good evening, friends. Today, I intend sharing my thoughts with you on ethics in sports and games. Domestic violence is inside the house. The ethics in sports and games out in the field. So I would like to share my thoughts on that. We have many sports even these days, like cricket, football, car race, athletic meets, etc., all through the year. The money involved in sports today has made many participants strive for a win at any cost, however unethical may be the means. We are all aware of a number of prominent cases over the past decades that seriously threatened the integrity of the games, like the use of performance-enhancing drugs, match fixing, willfully causing injury to the competitor, intentionally playing for a draw, willfully keeping the ball out of play, and strategically losing a game to get an easier opponent in the next round, etc. Sportsmen have the option to follow one of the two opposing approaches in sport. The first one is sportsmanship, which is the ethical one, or the opposite is gamesmanship, the unethical one, which only aims at winning without caring for the means that you adopt. In sport, ethics are defined by four key virtues: fairness, integrity, responsibility, and respect for the competitor. I will now narrate a few examples of exemplary display of sportsmanship at international sports event, one each from athletics, football, and cricket. It is not that the Indian sportsmen lag behind. There are many cases of Indian sportsmen displaying exemplary sportsmanship, but then that has to be, there are so many cases that we should need a full session on ethics in games of Sabki Suno. Now, the first example from athletics. The Spanish country race runner Ivan Fernandez Anaya was just about to finish a cross-country race when he noticed that Abel Mutai, a Kenyan athlete who had been in the lead, began to slow down as he approached the finish line. Abel did not speak Spanish, so he got confused by the signs and thought he had already won. Ivan saw what was happening in an instant and could have easily ran past his opponent to win the race himself. Instead, he slowed down his own pace and pushed Abel towards the real finish line so that Abel could win. Everyone who witnessed the race was rightfully impressed with Ivan's actions. He did not hesitate to do the right thing, that being a good sport is still one of the most important aspects of life. Now, the second example is from football. In 2003, Denmark was playing a football match against Iran. The match was being held in Hong Kong. Near the end of the first half, a fan from the spectators' gallery blew a whistle. Thinking this was a signal for the interval, the Iranian defender touched the ball in his own box. So the referee immediately called for a penalty kick. Incensed by the lack of compassion and without understanding what has really happened, the Iran national team were considering walking out of the match. But Denmark, also aware of the false whistle from the spectator, did a remarkable display of sportsmanship. Danish midfielder Morten Wegerholt, who had the reputation of converting 95% of his penalty kicks into goals, was to take the penalty kick. Just before the penalty kick, the Danish coach called Morten and instructed him to kick the ball over the goal post so that there will be no goal. Morten did exactly the same and the ball missed the goal by several yards. The Danes eventually lost the fixture 1-0, but Morten's sporting gesture will be remembered as a supreme act of sportsmanship and fair play. The third example, cricket fans amongst us will remember Rodney Marsh, the great Australian wicketkeeper who died early this year at the age of 74. In combination with just one bowler, Dennis Lillee, he was responsible for getting 344 wickets for Australia. In the centenary cricket test between England and Australia, held in the year 1977, Derek Rendell, the English batter, was batting very well and England team was at 384 for 4 and the match was equally poised. The next ball of Greg Chappell took the edge of Randall's bat and Rodney Marsh, the wicketkeeper, tumbled to hold the catch. Promptly, the Australian team appealed and the umpire upheld the appeal and Randall started walking back for 161. As the crowd rose to applaud the marathon effort, Rodney Marsh went up and informed the umpire that the catch was not clean, it was off the bounce from the ground. Randall was recalled. Considering the state of the match and the importance of Randall's wicket, it was gesture of sportsmanship, seldom business in history. It is one thing to show sportsmanship when the result is not at stake, but to do so when the match is in the balance is the mark of a champion sportsman. Friends, while we have seen that sports has become increasingly dishonorable at times, there are ever so many instances of inspiring sportsmanship displayed by sportspersons all over the world, indicating that sports is an effective way to generate lifelong values while also providing fun and fitness opportunities. As Veena Madam said, this is the last meeting for the year 2022. So I wish you all a very happy new year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ramni sir. Very well said. Ethics are definitely important. And that is the true sportsmanship. That's why we always say, play in the sportsmanship spirit. That spirit should be in everyone, not only in sports, everywhere it should be. And coming to cricket, I think there was one more incident in 2005 when Australia needed in the second test only 2 runs. And Beatley was batting not out. Flintoff came and told him that was England won. That was the Saturday spirit.
Thank you.
Offline. Thank you so much. I wonder if Alkaji is there or not. I think she's not there, if I am not mistaken. Am I right, sir?
She's not there. She's not there.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
So thank you each and every one of you for sharing your experience, so your knowledge, enriching us in every new, whether it is mythology, whether it is ethics, happiness, how to find, and lots of things today. So inspired by Bharat Bhushanji's Hindi, I will try 2 lines on Hindi. This about December and January, दोनों जुड़े हैं ऐसे धागे के 2 कोनों जैसे, पर देखो दूर देखकर भी साथ निभाते हैं कैसे, जो दिसंबर छोड़ जाता है वो जनवरी अपनाता है. So let's all fulfill our wishes with hopes and see you all in the next year. Thank you so much.
Madam, pranam.
मैडम
Yeah.
की तरह मैं